So today on Beyond the Surface, I'm joined by Cathy Cruse, an adventurer, hiker, and who has turned her love of exploring into a community. Cathy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. So let's start about your journey. Mm-hmm. You've always had a passion for adventures. I think I'm right in saying that, and exploring. So tell us, what sparked this love for hiking and taking on new challenges?
So actually, I was never into fitness or hiking or anything. I was always the chubby kid at school, you know, the one who never did any sports or anything. And it wasn't until we had our fourth child. So we'd had our fourth child, then my husband got very sick. We were running a pub at the time, which was open 7 days a week. And there was just a lot, there was a lot going on. And I actually, I think I was thinking of running away. I was so under pressure. And I read this article on the Kokoda Trail, and I'd never had any interest to do it, but I read this article and the last line said, once you've done Kokoda, nothing will ever faze you again. And it really resonated, and I don't know why, but it stuck in my head, and I just went, I'm going to do that. And 4 young children, anyway, I sort of took 12 months. I started training and I did it. And then I realized it wasn't the actual trek that sort of rescued me. It was having a focus and a goal and something to work towards. And so that when you wake up in the middle of the night and all those pressures that you're thinking about, instead of thinking about them, I was thinking about, I've got to get boots, I've got to get a sleeping bag, I had something else to sort of deal with rather than just everything that was going wrong in my life. So that's what started it. I came back from Kokoda and went, right, I'm cured, everything's fine. But then I realised, but now I don't have a goal to work towards. So it just became a routine that the kids knew every second year. I couldn't do it every year because I had a family, and every second year they knew Mum was going off to do something a little bit crazy, and it just got harder and harder. It went from Kokoda to climbing Kilimanjaro to across the Sahara Desert, the Gobi Desert, and and I just loved it. I loved doing it. I loved the goal, working towards something, the people I met. And it's, I'm 63 and I'm about to go away next week and I'm still trekking.
That is fantastic, Cathy. Yeah. So inspiring and so real.
Thank you. Yeah.
And such an inspiration. So thank you for sharing that story.
No, I just think that as mums, people don't realise how busy life can be, and there is so much going on, and it's all about looking after everybody else, and it was just, I had to do something 100%. For me.
Yeah, thank you for that. So awesome. So you've created Cathy Treks.
Yes.
Yes, I've gone in and checked. Which has grown into a community of people now. Yeah. So it's for you sharing your love for adventure and exploring. And what does that community mean to you?
So I get so many people coming into the restaurant here, and they'll look at the things on the wall that I've done. We've put up because a lot of them were done for charities, and they keep saying, I wish I could do something like that. And I'm going, but you can, anybody can do it. And I just wanted to let people, especially older women, anyone over 50, now they're free, or not free, but their lives are a little bit simpler. Children have grown up, and I'm going, now is the time for you that I just wanted to show that just because you're over 50, you can still get out and do what you want. So I'm just trying to inspire other women that if they can go out and travel the world, and that it doesn't matter if they don't have people to do it with, you can go off by yourself, because there is a whole community out there who'll look after you. And I've gone off and done all these treks and hikes and caminos, and the people that you meet along the way, it's amazing. So that's why I started, and I thought if people could just follow this page, and maybe I can help them, to start their journey.
That's right. Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. So through your adventures, you're encouraging others, of course, to step outside their comfort zone and try something new. So what do you hope people take away from following your journey?
Just that, I'm just an ordinary person, and anybody can do it. So that means that they can also do it. So I just want, especially women, I just want them to know that, you don't have to be scared to go out there. It's really taking that first step. And if they can just take that first step, and, you don't know what doors are going to open up.
Yeah.
So
awesome. That is so true. Yeah. So what's next for Cathy Cruse? And question 2, is there a dream hike or a challenge that you would like to conquer?
So what's next is, well, I'm actually on a plane on Tuesday to
Nice.
Peru to do the Salkantay Trek and Machu Picchu. The dream thing is, there's so many. Every time I start looking or talking to people, there's a whole world out there. So next year I'm off to Kyrgyzstan. So which I like to go to places that are a little bit off the beaten track. So so I'm sort of going there. And I always wanted to do the French Camino, which is a pretty sort of simple, safe one. But the thing is, it's 800 kilometres and I can only get 10 days off at a time from work, so that one's going to sit there till I retire. But but so next week is Peru, and my other thing is, you know, I'm now taking people to Sri Lanka on hikes, and I just want to show them how beautiful, like the Pico Trail and that hill country is, and just, you know, just how amazing it is. I've been going to Sri Lanka for 40 years and never realised, you know, like that tea, like literally walking through the tea fields and seeing the ladies plucking and talking to them, how amazing it is. So that's what I was saying about you never know where these things can lead to. So my love for hiking has now turned into me taking people on hiking tours. So
fantastic. So I might join one of your groups for sure.
Love to have
I know
you.
you were in Sri Lanka in July.
Yeah.
So how can people contact you? How can they know more about this? And do you want to tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, so they jump onto my Instagram page, Cathy, like Cathy Treks, you can do that. Or we also have, like with David, we've set up a travel company, G'day Lanka. So so David's doing his cricket tours and I'm doing hiking tours.
Fantastic.
So, you know, we've sort of set up a good network in Colombo. And so if anyone just reaches out and but basically probably Instagram would be the best if they can come. And I'd love them to join up and just follow along, and then they can, you know, hopefully I can help them and then they can tell me about their journeys and we'll get them all moving together.
Fantastic, Cathy. Such an inspiring story. All the very best with everything. Safe travels on Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you next time when we get back. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.